I think the youth, they're the future of this world and they need positive influence. And I personally think the entertainment field has a very huge impact on the youth. But the entertainment industry, we all know it's corrupted and not, right? So my goal is to change the entertainment industry. Koreans, everyone wants to be in the entertainment field if you're young. But I knew deep inside that wasn't the case. It's not just like, flirting, just a moment thing. I was thinking about what others would like, and that would be like doctor. But within even doctor, psychology was something that I was truly interested in. Now I know I want to combine the entertainment and psychology together for my future vision. But I also know that's not the case for a lot of people. Like even people that are a lot older than us don't know what they want to do. So I think I'm lucky in that case because I knew this is what I wanted to do since entertainment field since I was 4, and then psychology is something that I added in middle school, high school.
And you know your personality too, right? Like you are great at listening to people. You're very empathizing, and I think it does suit your personality as well.
I was with a family member, and that's something that I mentioned. I love listening to people. It's just very interesting to me. And she was so shocked, and she was like, "Oh my god!"
You know, it's hard.
That's
it's
how
hard
I knew. Not everyone's this. Even when I talk to friends, they're like, there's so many people. I don't understand. They're like, I don't understand. But for me, it's the other way around. I understand. I think 99% of people.
The key to finding that, your path, is being self-critical. What do I like? What do I don't like? What do I want to do? What's your vision? What do you want to do in this world? It doesn't have to be the biggest thing. It doesn't mean I have to cure cancer kind of thing. But it could be for me, I want to support students to pursue what they want to do, pursue this education, all of that. So, and you also have to be exposed and experience that in order to actually say this is mine or not.
Right.
So, 근데 그거를 해도 self-critical 안 하잖아? Then you're just stuck with that thing that you don't like. We see so many people saying I don't like this job.
Yeah.
But we're still in it.
Yeah.
Education, schooling, especially Asian culture, we never teach students how to take a step back and think about their lives, think about what you want to fulfill.
I think another thing is our parents' generation didn't have the resources that we have. So for them, this is the way to be happy. So they're not trying to say, don't be happy. They're trying to say, become happy, but from what they know, their way.
그러니까,
But it's not like that anymore. So I think another thing, it goes along with what you mentioned. It can't be about money. I think money is important, obviously, and you want to make enough living to be happy. Because you're living with purpose, and you can't put food on the table or whatever. You're struggling financially. You're not going to be happy, right? So that is important, but at the same time, that can't be the focus. For example, when I'm doing therapy, I can't look at my patient and have a dollar sign.
Oh no, you can't.
Yeah, and I would burn out really fast if that were the case, and that's why I like this field and I trust other students that are studying this field because I know what kind of heart you need to be studying this. None of them, I'm sure, is putting a lot of money and time in graduate school to make money in this field. You know what I mean? I had to learn it in my own way. I thought money was important, obviously, and I wanted to go to grad school, but that's going to be a lot of money and time. So in my 20s, I'm going to work, so I have financial independence. So when I study, I don't have to worry about money, my purpose, and then everything else follows with it.
Even in education, even in your field, it requires a lot of actually caring about the work that you do and for the people you work for. That mindset, I don't think is there for a lot of the people who do work in this field. Well, from what I see. If you have 10 teachers in high school, do we see all 10 teachers being passionate about serving their students, or do we see only half or a couple, right? We don't see 100%. And I've seen in my research, what is that commitment then? What is the sense of caring and this genuineness that makes the people who are like getting this education or therapy feel like they're being cared for, right? Like
you know what's ironic though? I can only think about one thing:
What?
more money
That?
to these
To care?
teachers
To
and
care?
to these therapists. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it can't be about money, but at the same time, that's what's gonna help bring more talented, passionate candidates to the field.
So the thing about science and math education nowadays, we don't have science and math teachers because everyone who studies science or math go into science or math field, not education. And the first thing that the country cuts is education spending. So it's like, what the heck? Like, how are you going to educate kids and to become a better individual if you're not spending money on education? And I think that's why I want to do more of these like educational interventions and programs where students can think about this, like have the time to do it. Not even college give you the time or space
To do that. So a lot of people don't have motivation in the first place. If they have motivation, like I want to do something, I just don't know what it is, that's actually like more than a good like halfway there. But I think more than 50% don't really have the motivation. Like even I was talking to another friend. I was like, even if I have money, like I'm gonna work because there's things.
Like how could you not?
Yeah, like there's things that needs people like us who wants to contribute, right? And then he was like, like he didn't understand that. And then when I tell him, like I've met a study that I really, really enjoy and where I really want to devote to, and he was very suspicious. He was like, how do you know if you haven't done any other careers? You've only done that. Like, how do you know if that's the career for you? For him,
It's like you can't have
he
something.
doesn't have motivation, and he does coding, right? And I'm not saying all coders are like that, you know?
You can have passion for coding.
Yeah, you can have passion. It's just him. It's just him.
Okay.
I'm not generalizing it, but like I can do it too. But like I don't want to do coding. But he was just saying like everyone can learn and do coding and make a living because they make good money.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, he doesn't feel sad or anything. So I think it's selfish almost for us to think everyone's gonna change. Everyone has to care about other people. What if they're content with their life and they're okay? They don't have to have a goal. Not everyone has motivation, and
그러니까.
sometimes we have to be okay with that. You're not okay with that.
The world will be so much better if everyone cared. You know? But at the same time, is it possible? Why not?
From a mental health perspective, I'm just saying if they don't think that's as important as their parents, like let's say like their parents think it's really important to have a purpose. But like if they enforce that on the kid, they're not gonna want to because
그치.
it's not out of their own will. So
그래서 이제
Yeah.
parenting으로 들어가자고요. It's a
Okay.
whole different world. But I think it's very important for the parent to care so that they could provide these opportunities for experience and to learn for their kids and then for them to find it. But then a lot of the Asian parents, especially Korean parents, they don't allow that. You know, they're just like, 너 공부했어? A 받았어? 여기 잘해? 그러면 여기 전공 세이프하게 가서 이렇게 좋은 대학을 가서 좋은 커리어를 가져. But like, what the heck is a 좋은 thing? You know, it's like, it's all perspective.
yeah. But what if they don't even have parents available? Like if they're working all the time, or if they don't have, you know, at all. I think the youth, they're the future of this world and they need positive influence. And I personally think the entertainment field has a very huge impact on the youth. But the entertainment industry, we all know it's corrupted and not, right? So my goal is to change the entertainment industry. It's kind of like that, but I want to provide like mental health programs and access to these people in the entertainment field so that industry can have a positive influence on our youth. But I want to create the system within the entertainment company itself. Does that make sense? They don't have it within the company. So I think that should be part of the training program of whatever their talent. But we do it, and as we are making the positive influence, I'm sure more people and more people will see that.
I thought not a lot of people would think in my way, but people do. People do think it. There's a lot of people in this world who do believe in what I do. It's just that I feel like we need more people as a group, as a collective, you know, these concerted efforts to
Right.
do that, to influence it, right? It's, right now, we're kind of like all like spread out.
Yeah. Like you don't have to be like, oh, like I need 10 people to do this. Like 2 is better than 1. And then we're adding like 1 at a time.